Dr. Francesco Lo Monaco, Ambassador of Internations in London. You have just been in Ghana. You have just come back from Ghana. What do you think as an European about this African country?
Definitely, I've been really positively impressed. For sure, Africa is a beautiful country, amazing weather, very, very rich also from a human point of view, wonderful sceneries. It's really a country that has a lot of potentials because it's still a virgin country. And I'm sure that also the population, they are very young, they are very energetic, very determined, and I'm sure that with the time they will make their voice heard. The only thing is that definitely they have a lot of natural resources, lots of opportunities. The problem is that I believe also politics has to help them to create the right ground. The ground has to be fertile also if they have new initiative or new opportunities in order for them to be really, really productive.
According to you, how long it will take to develop this potential of Africa, of Ghana in particular?
Well, of course, it's very difficult to say. It will depend, first of all, on the political will to make this happen. Because, of course, I'm sure that there is a lot of potentials. All the African and Ghanaian people in general, they have a lot of potentials. However, if they don't have also the politics to help them develop, it will be, of course, very, very difficult. That's why many, of course, Africans, they try in order to find also more opportunities, they leave Africa. They will be also, if they found very good opportunities, they would acquire also the expertise and the skills abroad, and then they could come back. This will be, of course, the ideal thing to do. So it must be also the politicians who have to make also very attractive for them to come back to Africa to then have all their potential expressed. Because it's really a virgin country with lots of opportunities, lots of natural resources. So it really will be a shame that it then lags behind all of the European countries. And of course also Europe has a lot of some guilt about it, because many in the past they went there to use only their resources, and then maybe they left without leaving them without the opportunity to develop them. So it will be also interesting for us Europeans to give them a help to expand and to progress.
How did you see the social situation of Ghana?
Yes, definitely there is a lot of difference. There is a big gap between people who are extremely rich, so they have only a minority of people who hold all the power, all the richness, and also there are at the other extreme very, very poor people. Unfortunately, the middle class has been squeezed, has been only reduced to a very, very thin line. So this will be the major challenge in the next few years. They will be to try to build, to structure a stronger middle class, which could be, of course, in the middle and could constitute the backbone of the society. Because while in Europe, at least, there is a very big middle class, and also there are some rich people who hold, of course, some of the richness, but not as much as in Africa. Because in Africa, only maybe 1–2% of the population holds maybe 90% of the richness of the country, while the majority of the people are poor, and there is a very short middle class. So the major challenge in the future will be to try, really through also politics, to create many more jobs, to expand the middle class, allowing also the corruption to be less, and also the majority of the rich people who have too much money to pay also more taxes in order to help also the more poor people.
What about tolerance because we know that Ghana is a peaceful country, and if we think it is in Africa, where many lands have been war-torn for many years, okay, is a good sign to have a peaceful country.
Definitely, I actually admire a lot Ghana, because Ghana has been the first democratic country to have democracy in 1950s. They were able then, the British, they left in that age. So Ghana was the more advanced and mature democracy. That's why also Barack Obama, President of the United States, visited Ghana when he went to Africa as a country that was really paradigmatic and symbolic of a real democracy. So I really appreciate it. It's a great country with the people who I can see they have a lot of desire to change their situation, if only politics could help them. And I really admired They're, from a human point of view also, very warm and friendly people, very humble. Just what they need is the little push, the little boost to make all their potentials, all their possibilities finally to be used.